All right, Robert Hayer, the president or the chairman of the Brian Terry Foundation, is with us now. And Robert, thank you so much, sir, for coming on the program tonight.
Hey, Cam. Good to be here.
Great to have you. Now, tomorrow would have been Brian Terry's 42nd birthday, and I know that the family going to be commemorating Brian's birthday. First of all, does the family have any events planned?
No, it's we're going to observe it, but this is a pretty emotional time for everybody, especially his mom and dad. So it's going to be a quiet August 11th for us.
Yeah. Now, I know that the family is using this as an opportunity to once again call on the Obama administration and call on the Justice Department to hand over those documents that have been subpoenaed that the president is claiming executive privilege on, right?
Well, absolutely. This is about truth and justice. The family has been waiting 19 months for answers. Who approved Operation Fast and Furious within ATF, within the Justice Department? Why did this operation move forward at such great risk to the public? And those answers lie in those 80,000 documents that the Justice Department refuses to turn over to congressional investigators.
You know, there's been a lot of speculation, Robert, that at some point this month, the civil lawsuit seeking to compel those documents may be filed. But I know that the Terry family also has a lawsuit that has been filed. Is there any opportunity, any chance that some of these documents may get turned over during discovery? Could the family go after these documents?
Well, I mean, that's an option. The family has been pretty much put their direction in other areas, and we're letting the Congressional Oversight and Government Reform Committee and the investigators working for that committee move forward in that area.
Okay. Now, the Brian Terry Foundation, you are the chairman of this organization. What does the foundation seek to do?
Well, the foundation was established just a couple of months ago, and it's one of the rare good things to come out of all of this. And, the family is just really excited about doing something good in Brian's name, and it's to honor his memory. It is to create a living legacy in his honor. And we intend to do good things. We intend to support the families of fallen Border Patrol agents financially when we can. We are putting college scholarship money together for kids like Brian that, want to go on and earn a degree in criminal justice and have a career in law enforcement. And we're looking to honor performance and bravery within the Border Patrol and continue to let Brian's name live on.
We've been, I think, so privileged to help let people know a little bit about who Brian Terry was and talking with you and friends of Brian. But, again, the amount of time and energy and himself that Brian Terry gave for this country, not just with the U.S. Border Patrol. Robert, he's a guy that I think, frankly, a lot of Americans really admire and respect everything that Brian Terry stood for.
Well, Brian was the kid next door. He was good looking. He was built like an NFL football player, and yet so charming and kind. This is the guy. He was a man's man. Anybody that met him liked him and wanted to be around him. Brian loved his tour of duty in the Marine Corps. He loved his tour of duty as a police officer in Lincoln Park, Michigan, but he really found his niche as a federal agent with the Border Patrol and then a BORTAC agent. And, I had the opportunity to speak to his team members on BORTAC, which is, of course, the elite tactical unit of the Border Patrol. And these guys all wish that they could have changed places with Brian. It was pretty amazing, pretty heart rendering to know that these guys would have sacrificed themselves. They wish they were the ones that had to have been carried out of Peck Canyon back on December 14th, 2010, instead of Brian. And that's what these guys love Brian, and Brian loved them, and it's just a shame to see his legacy and the lack of government accountability in all of this. It still, creates a lot of anger within the family to see ATF agents and the U.S. Attorney's Office, the former U.S. Attorney in Arizona, Dennis Burke, deny these allegations that they knew that weapons were being walked, and denying that they ever walked weapons. And so it is frustrating, and we continue to seek justice. We continue to seek accountability. And this isn't about partisan politics. This is what is right and wrong. And the Terry family, the Brian Terry Foundation, will continue to seek justice.
Well, Robert, again, I appreciate you coming on the program, sir. Please give our best to Brian's family, and look forward to having you on again very soon.
Cam, and I want your listeners to know that the website for the foundation is honorbrianterry.com. Again, honorbrianterry.com. And we've got a lot of good information there, and we've got some events planned, and that's where your listeners can go to learn more.
Great. Thank you so much, Robert. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Robert Hayer, the chairman of the Brian Terry Foundation, joining us here tonight on Cam and Company.